Caution, this is not meant to be an instructional video. We are not professionals. We are just RV owners attempting to upgrade our own RV. We are not responsible for anyone attempting this upgrade on their own. Get going with us!
Hey everyone, welcome to the new and improved look for Maggie. We call it basement look. Actually, in case you haven't figured it out, we're kidding with you. We are sitting in our basement on Maggie's old uncomfortable couch. We had said before that eventually we would find a reclining love seat that would fit, and we have. Problem that we had was, this is 77 inches long. Trying to find a sofa that's 77 inches long, or a reclining love seat I should say, is difficult. They're like, what were we finding, 70, 68, 58?
Yeah, RV furniture just, it doesn't fit a 35S.
No. So the problem we ran into with the couch that we did find, because it is exactly 77 inches, is to make the recliner work, it was off to the side here. Now, Maggie has the dinette right here and the wall on the other side. There was no way that was happening. So we improvised a little. We took one of the dinette's booths that is right up against the couch, and we just kind of shoved it down a little bit. Yeah, we kind of just nudged it. So what that allowed us to do was we went from this to this. And this is how we did it. Easiest part of the whole job. Right there.
Remove the blanket.
Alright, so we're going to strip this down, and as we get to, well actually, you know what? Just throw this stuff here and then show you the steps we're going to have to do. If you have a sofa such as this, pick it up. And if you look down under here, we'll show this better. That's what's holding it on.
So we need to take out this.
Yep, to get this piece out.
And then we'll take off these.
And then it's going to come right out. Now the first time that we ever pulled this couch out of here, this screw right here that holds this whole unit in, it came up from the bottom. And as you can see, it's not real easy to try to work under there. So after we took it out, we just replaced it with a self-tapping screw, and we went in from here. Does the exact same thing. All right, now that both screws are out, what we need to do is we need to release this, pull it up, because if it's folded, it's not going to pass this. So you can try taking this out, but this is a lot easier. Then you're just going to slide it forward until it clears. Lift. Set it down. And then close this because it makes it easier.
Now we're going to store this somewhere.
Yep. Next thing we're going to do, these 5 screws. There's a plate on both sides, then that's it. That's all that's holding this in.
All the screws are out. Now we're going to fold down the back. And we're going to lift it out and take it outside.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. That's all there is to these. All right, guys, hopefully the saga of the reclining love seat is over now. We picked one up at a store called Big Lots. We have it home. We're going to see if it fits inside Maggie.
Let's see what's in the box. Well, we know what's in the box.
Have it home. I can get up down underneath. Ready? Now it came as a whole bottom piece, but we're going to actually take a section out. It's going to be easier to get it into Maggie that way. So what we're going to end up doing, roll it up. I'm going to disconnect it here. And then that's going to separate them. These are solid pieces all the way across. So we'll just disconnect from it and bring it into Mags, one at a time.
So on either side of the couch, there's these blue bags.
Easy.
If I can get it out.
It looks like the arm cushions.
Parts inside. Good use of space. He's almost got the right-hand piece disassembled.
Yeah, one more right down here, and then this will separate from the rail. All right, let's lift it up and see if it's going to fit in Maggie.
So we've got the base of it just sitting here.
And it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But we're going to have a problem with the back.
We gotta put the backs on and see where they're gonna hit the balances, and
yeah,
it's gonna hit the valance.
Yeah.
So
we may just take the side balances off.
Yeah, we're gonna take the side balances off and see how it looks.
There's a couple screws on the bottom holding, and then across the top. So now we already took the double roller shades off, and now we're working on getting the screws. I'm gonna say that's one of the screws that's holding it. So the gold ones that are up underneath there are the ones we need to remove to get the whole valance off.
So So now we have to figure out how to get the side balance off the top balance.
What I'm thinking, I'm seeing all these staples on both sides. I'm thinking it's just stapled in there.
Okay, now we'll show you the second one now that we've gotten one off.
Yeah, we have a general idea. So we've upgraded what we're using from a screwdriver too. You can hear this. You hear the staples letting go. See, they just pull right out. And it's gonna be the same thing over here on the bottom. There are some hidden though.
Second one's done.
It looks like a torture tool, doesn't it? Just beat somebody with it with all the staples sticking out.
Yikes. There you go. Shade's back in, the balance is back on.
And we're probably not going to do anything about these holes because the couch is going to cover it. That way there, if we ever put Maggie back to her original state, the holes are already there, we know where it goes.
So now we're going to give ourselves a little bit more space by moving the dinette
The whole thing.
to the left by maybe an inch.
Yeah. That will give us more room over there.
So how we have to adjust the dinette is there's 3 bars, one here, one over there, and one right here. These are 3/8. Right, so as you can see, we are not touching the seat belt bracket. So that is not moving, and we'll be cautious with the electrical. All right, so now we're gonna push it about an inch towards the dinette. Then we're going to install the couch and see if we need any more room or make any more adjustments.
All right, and you can see here, I don't know if you can, but it was right here. So we're about 3/4 of an inch to an inch. You can see where it's been packed down. All right, remember, this is the R side, the right side, so R. Now, this is the back. That's how it works.
It's gonna slide on top
That's
of.
gonna slide on, and it's gonna lock into this thing right here. That's how you remove it. You pull those back to pull it back out. So, we line it up.
Let's see if I can get this.
I'm lined up, you good?
Yep.
Locked in.
Yay!
And check it out.
Another hideaway.
So this is how it's going to look when it's put in. Now, as you can see on the floor, we had 3 seat belts for the sofa that was in here, meaning 3 people could sit on it. Naturally now, only 2 people could sit on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the middle seat belt and the bar that goes across that the 2 seats in the center console are mounted to. We got one in the front, one in the back. We're going to wrap it around that, tighten it down, just as an extra safety precaution. The couch will be screwed down into the slide also. Overkill? Probably, but I mean, it's there. It's not going to do anything. We're going to leave this on. We changed the stoppers on the bottom so they're not as abrupt. And all I'm going to do is lift up the couch, slide the seatbelt underneath, grab the male end, and then just tighten it down.
We're using the same screws that Jaco used to install their couch. So it's going to be kind of hard to show you what Chuck is doing under here, but we're using the holes that are already in the brackets in this new love seat, and we're going to use as many screws as we can.
Yeah, so when you're looking at love seats, you want something that's going to almost come right to the edge, because if it goes beyond, then you'll have to put another piece of plywood on top of it, and it's just, you know what, if you keep searching long enough like we did, you'll find something that fits. This one comes right to the very, very edge. Matter of fact, this angle iron here, the front bar that we put the seatbelt around, is actually just resting on the top edge too. So, all right, we're going to continue to put the screws in.
So the couch is locked in.
Yeah.
It is screwed in with all 10 screws that Jaco used.
Yeah, it wasn't the easiest thing in the world to do.
Now we just have to cover up this ugliness.
Yeah, and the way that they do that, if you look over by the dinette, you can see how they just brought it over the edge, which is what this piece is right here. And we're gonna do the exact same thing. And we're just gonna carry it on along. Now, the way that this is made, it's just a piece of 1/2 inch plywood, about 3 inches wide, and they just take the carpet and they just roll it around it and staple it down.
We found a long piece of wood in our rafters. We just have to get some carpet. So where are we getting the carpet from, hun?
Under the bed. The way they make RVs is they lay the floor first. I will guarantee you that under here will be some foam or some kind of a cushion, and underneath that is probably the linoleum that was originally in here. before we got Cheryl's floor that she loves so much.
Now this piece here is the original piece. We took the piece of wood out of it, and we're going to attach this piece of wood to it, this new piece that we just cut.
Now, if you're going to be doing this, you have to give room for the corner. If you run the 2 pieces of wood in, it will probably give you a problem. So what we're looking at is, see, we're that far from the edge.
Yep.
That's just going to stick in there, and it's going to make a nice contour curve.
Yep. And we marked where we want to do the carpet to. We're going to go a little bit over so that we're squishing the carpet together, so the seam will be seamless.
Yeah, because if you look at this, I mean, you can't hardly even tell where the seam is there.
Yep.
We're coming about over enough for it to grab and stapling. We started in the middle, and we didn't have enough room here, so we just adjusted. But anywhere along here is how the sample is. We have 2 staples in, so Cheryl is going to continue stapling. All right, so we are just throwing some staples into the front of it, and then Cheryl's burying them so that you can't see them. See? That just holds it down a little bit better. See any staples, leave a comment down below. All right, so we're gonna attach to the other side now. Squeeze them together. Cheryl put a staple in. Now, if anywhere along here is gonna be too close with the overlap, we'll just trim it.
Okay, we're lined up down there.
That's how we do over here. That's pretty good.
Yeah, let's say where it go.
Oh.
Last screw. There it is.
All right, let's show you what it looks like. All right, guys, it's in. And this video is kind of long, so let's just make this really quick so we won't keep it too much longer. Ready? Recline. It reclines. It reclines back. It comes back. It was a residential love seat that we bought at a regular furniture store, which actually fit on the slide, okay? But it is an above floor slide, so we do sit a little bit higher, but I mean, who really cares? I mean, this is just great and comfortable. We are going to love this out on the road.
Yes.
Said we wouldn't make this long, so we're not going to. If you like what you saw, we'd appreciate that thumbs up, as always.
Cheers.
Okay. Excuse us. Where was I? I have to start all over again. If you like what you saw, I would appreciate that thumbs up, as always. Want to become part of the Grown Get Gone With Us gang? Right down there in the corner. You know what to do. Feel free to share and comment on this video.
Right down below.
And if you don't have a comment and you just want to say something, say hi. We'll
Hi.
say hi back to you. Because until we make another video, I'm Chuck.
And I'm Cheryl.
And we're extremely comfortable in our new love seat.
And we're Get Gone With Us.
See ya.
Bye.